Okay, I'm going through this toy bin to get my sold. Suzy's Sad Eyes. This is the stall here. Will it adjust? Why isn't it adjusting? Okay, let's try that. So Miss Suzy's Sad Eyes, there she is. She's from the 1960s. She's one of those like cheapy made in Hong Kong plastic dolls. She sold for $40 online. I had her listed at $50, her best offer. A nice Australian lady offered $40. And I think I paid maybe a quarter for her at a yard sale over the summertime. I did buy a lot of old toys off of someone that had a ton of old cool stuff for sale. I didn't know, if it could be a thing. I just grabbed a lot of things that looked interesting because the price was right and then looked everything up later. Sometimes if you're at these yard sales, you can't look every little thing up. And it just looks rude. If you're on your phone, they're going to wonder what you're up to. So you just grab the stuff that you think is interesting and see if you can get a good price for it. In the worst case scenario, you can always get your money back on it. But there she is, Miss Suzy Sad Eyes. Really cute. Alright, so these are some things that sold recently. Today is December 13th. These are some things that sold between this morning and last night. So these are Roxy shoes. They're ladies slip-on little sneakers. They're pretty much brand new. I mean, they look like they were never worn. I think I paid maybe $5 for these at a Savers, and they sold online for $22. $22, and they're just cute little slip-on shoes. This is a John Deere belt buckle, and I think I paid maybe $2 for this at a flea market, and it sold for $10 on eBay. Yeah, these are all eBay sales. This, I think I spent $2 on, thinking it could have been worth more. It sold for $9.50. I do have a Game Boy at home where I test these games before I sell them. It did work. It's clean. The label on it looks nice. It sold for $9.50. This is a Hess truck from the 80s. It's like a reproduction of, I guess, the first Hess truck. And these are collectible. I have a friend that is selling these on consignment, and this sold for $40. $40, so not bad. And I picked these up at the Dollar Tree to ship out the smalls, like video games, belt buckles, jewelry, these little cutesy boxes. These were like 3 for $1 at the Dollar Tree. So sometimes you could get some cute packing materials for really cheap if you want it to look nice when you ship it out. Alright, Calvin Klein jeans. I actually had one Poshmark sale. I sell a lot more on eBay than I do Poshmark. Poshmark is a love-hate thing. There's many, many days where I hate it, but then I make a sale and then I get happy. So these are retro Calvin Klein mom jeans. They're high-waisted, tapered leg. They sold for $20. I had them at like $30. Someone offered $20. I'm like, okay. I maybe paid $1 or $2 for them. This I just bought like 2 days ago at a thrift store. They're Big Star jeans. I paid up. I paid $7 for them. They have all the little sparkles and things here, all the cool stitching. They're bootleg, or boot cut jeans. Boot cut jeans. Size 26XL, so they are for a very tall lady. 26 waist. Really cute stitching. Those sold for $26. I had them at Buy It Now, $26. I tried to price it more competitive in hopes that it would sell faster because the pricing was all over the place. Some people wanted like $30 or $40 for these. I'm like, I'll just try 26, so I'm making something on it. And now I know $7 is kind of high, but in the past I've sold these for like $30, $35. But they're cool, they're nice, and some ladies are going to like their new jeans. So those are some what solds for the day or for the night, whatever. Okay, here's something that sold recently on Poshmark. This is a Michael Kors ladies bag. It's like a brown leather bag, and it has the, the MK logo.
I picked this up over the summertime at a flea market for 10 bucks. A Michael Kors bag for just 10 bucks. And it has the logo on it. And the inside is clean. Like, it has a little bit of wear on the bottom, but the inside was clean. I put this up on Poshmark, and I paid $10 for it. I put it up at like $115 or best offer. Well, it had some likers, and it sat since summertime. It's now December 2018. And I decided to just send people offers of 70 bucks. And after the Poshmark fees, I think I make about $54 or $55, but I paid $10 for it, and I just wanted something to sell on there. Poshmark is a lot different than eBay, where everyone's like real fickle, and it's sharing, and you have to constantly share for people to see your items. With eBay, you can kind of, for the most part, just set it and forget it. And then people are weird on how you package things on Poshmark. It has to be like all cutesy and girly, and I try to throw in like a little thank you note with a little freebie. This is a cheapo, you know, costume jewelry, little rhinestone necklace. So I'm throwing it in there as a freebie. They get a little necklace, and I'm going to write a little thank you note with our business card. But yeah, Michael Kors sold for 70 bucks on Poshmark. I paid $10 for this bag. Okay guys, here are some more sales. These are Levi's 511. They're boys jeans, size 14. They sold for $6.30. They're going to go in a flat rate envelope for $6.70 shipping. Most of my items I always charge shipping. This is going to Great Britain through the global shipping program. This scarf sold for $45. It was a best offer. I picked this up at an estate sale for maybe $1 or $2. So it's a cute vintage sweater, or not sweater, scarf, and it's for an airline company, and I don't even know if they're still around anymore. And I'm not even sure how to pronounce that right. But it is signed by the artist or designer, Patricia Ferguson. Well, not really signed. It was printed like that. But I guess it's some designer fancy scarf. Regardless, 45 bucks. Not bad. These are crown sandals. They're cute ladies' thong sandals. They're leather. I think I picked these up at a Savers over the summertime for maybe $3 or $4. They sold for $22. And, of course, they're going to Florida. It's December here. Someone in Florida bought them. It's warm somewhere. These I sold on Poshmark. I don't sell a lot on Poshmark, but this is a good one. They sold for $85. They're size 7.5 narrow. They're leather boots by the company called Fry. And there's their logo. Will it adjust? I don't know how this camera... There we go. But they're made by a company called Fry, F-R-Y-E, and those sold for $85. I think I paid about $5 for them at an estate sale that just had a crap ton of clothes. And the person who used to live there had a lot of nice clothes. So I did buy some, you know, some clothes and stuff from that. These I picked up at a Goodwill when they had the dollar tag sale. Re-Rock for Express. They're size 4 short. They're boot cut jeans. But they're a little bit on the used side. Kind of distressed. These are both the same size. I lotted them together for $13.50. These sold together. So I paid $2 for them. Alright, this little dolly here, picked it up at a yard sale over the summertime, and this was part of, it was a really, really big yard sale with a lot of old toys and little collectibles. I might have 25 cents or 50 cents in on this. It sold for $45. It's a little baby doll by a company called Shackman, New York, and it has this little egg. And I had it for $50. I ran a 10% off sale, and it sold for $45 plus shipping. You never know with the little toys, especially old toys that look like they could be from the 50s, 60s, 70s. And the toys are the most fun for me to list and sell. I love it, and I think they're more fun than the clothes. So there she is, a little tiny baby doll by Shackman. This egg does open up, but I don't want to do it and mess with it right now. And I don't want to, for fear of breaking the plastic. So I'm going to wrap her up really good in this box. Make sure she's well protected. Ta-da! Alright, and this item here is a wooden vintage decoupage purse where someone made this by hand. It has like a lucite handle and has these cats kind of like, you know, embossed or glued on there, or however you want to say that. But then it's also signed by the artist. It has little brass feet, and then this opens up. And isn't that cool? It has leopard print fuzzy material inside. And then it's also signed inside too. So this is probably from the late 50s, early 60s. It's really cute. It has, looks like a lioness, a cheetah, a lion and a lioness. And then on the back, it has a tiger. I paid $12 for this at an estate sale over the summertime. And it's now December, and it sold just yesterday for $50. Similar ones with cats on them I've seen sell between $35 to $60. I had it at like $89 or best offer, and finally I just decided to lower it to $50 to move it. It had a couple people, you know, a couple watchers, some people interested. So it's going to California. Normally when I sell something odd that's vintage or fashionable like this, it goes to California. So maybe they have a shortage of vintage out there, or maybe their vintage is more expensive out there. So that's really, really cute. And I think the lady that ordered this will be happy with her purchase. So let's go pack it up. Alright, this is one that's sold on Poshmark just today on December 26th. And the weird thing is I don't normally sell a lot of things on Poshmark, but I did start a sale, or like a promotion, whatever you want to call it, where if you buy 2 items, you get 20% off on your order. So this Coach bag, it's a navy and white Coach crossbody bag. It has this tag here, it says Coach. It has the brass, it opens up, and it's beautiful. It's like a soft leather. It does have the original like tag or pamphlet or whatever you want to call it. So it does have that. So this purse, along with this other blue Coach bag, this one's in rougher condition, but it's older, and it's missing the strap. But I paid maybe $4 for this at a Goodwill, and it was just mixed in with the other purses. And yeah, so this was like about $4 I paid for it. This I paid up with a half off coupon. I think I paid $20 for this. So I paid $24 for the 2 bags, and they both sold, and after the Poshmark fees, it was $96. So the customer got 20% off on their order. I think they paid $120 for both bags. They must really like blue. They ordered 2 blue Coach bags, and those were my only blue Coach bags. So not bad, not bad. I'm going to ship them together, and I'll write a cute little note, give them like a free little bracelet or something to go with it. Maybe a blue one to match. So cool. Alright, this item I wanted to share, even though it's January 1st, 2019, and I was just originally showing some December 2018 solds. This is a Bandai Godzilla 2005 DX version. This is a Japanese, like, soft toy that, like, makes noise. He growls and shoots lasers and whatever Godzilla does. But this was a sale on consignment from a friend of ours. So I told him, sure, I can help you list some toys, and then whatever we sell, we'll split. So this sold for $150, and I have another one just like it that is from our friend. And we've sold some other toys for him in the past, and it went really well because these toys are collectible and hard to find. Most collectors are just really happy to get their hands on this. So, and the Godzilla toys, if you guys ever find them, even if they're out of the box, even if they're a little beat up or missing a hand or something, the Godzilla toys, because they are hard to find, even out of the box, people will buy them. So always keep a lookout for those guys. So, yay! Thank you, customer. I'm going to pack that baby up. What'd you sell today, dear?
Well, who, me? Actually, we both woke up to some really surprising sales overnight. Interestingly enough, both of the items that I sold and you sold were from the same honey hole. Okay, it was a thrift store that you visited just a few days ago, and I visited a couple of months ago, and I bought 6 CDs at a buck a piece by a band called Dope. Okay. I wasn't really sure what they sold for, but when I looked them up at the store, they were going for about $15-20 a piece. So I thought, yeah, I'll buy them for $1. I was going to list them all probably for like $50. And then when I went to go looking for this one, something told me to look them up title by title. So I did. This particular CD right here, Dope Felons for Life, was a CD that is only available at their shows and very, very hard to find. And there were 2 available. One on Amazon for $600 and one on eBay for $400 or $500 or something like that. $500. So I'm like, oh well, jackpot. But who, wants to buy this? I don't know. So I lumped them all together and I called it the ultimate dope deal on eBay. And someone finally I think I priced it fair enough. All this, and it also came with, as I dug through it, a wristband from a show that someone must have attended and maybe even bought that Felons for Life CD. Can't show that. A guitar pick with a very explicit thing, and then too late, you already showed it.
I can blur it.
A ticket for the show, and then an autograph from the lead singer. So anyway, I put it all up for $350. I took a best offer of $300. So this isn't everyday stuff. I wish it was. But yeah, this was definitely one of them home runs, baby. And what did you sell? Give me that camera. Let's show people what you got.
Okay.
Hey, so what did you sell, dear?
Hey, so I did show this during one of our YouTube live podcasts. Our podcast is called Living the Scream, behind the scenes of the Mummy and the Monkey show. We talk about horror films, putting the show together, and then we also talk about our reselling. So this I picked up at the same thrift store as James. I paid $7 for Michael Hoban dress. Michael Hoban North Beach leather. I paid $7 for it, and I'm like, wow, that's really weird. A leather dress. I don't normally find dresses that are all leather. So when I looked up that name, the pricing's all over the place. There's pieces that sell anywhere from $100 to $400. So for $7, I was really happy to find this. I listed it, and it sold in less than a week. It had 5 watchers. It sold for $299.99.
Cha-ching!
Yeah, and I had it for $299 or best offer. I did have some offers that were like $140, $150, and I countered $200 even, because I knew this one was a little special. It's long sleeve and it has shoulder pads, and it's just really cool. So I'm really happy that it sold, and I hope that the person that bought it is happy with this, and they have a really nice, vintage high-end dress to wear.
Wow, so we really hit the jackpot at this place. I think it's goes without saying we're probably going to visit that place again this weekend.
Yeah, it's our secret thrift store we like to visit.
I mean, it's a common one, but it's the location, I think is what's...
It's a secret one.
Yes.
That's all you got to say.
So yeah, thank you, secret location, honey hole.
Yeah, so thank you, customers, fans, and friends. And this is really like a highlight reel. It's January 3rd right now, 2019. But yeah, we wanted to show some sales highlights. We sell a lot of cheapy, like $10 stuff too, which isn't as...
Yeah, but that's...
It's kind of boring, but we wanted to show the nicer things that we sell. And it's like, our little highlight reel. So if you guys like what you see, click the like button. Remember to click the little bell too. And that way, anytime we put a video together or we go live, you'll be the first to be notified out there. And if you like cheesy B monster movies, we do have a Facebook Live show on Friday nights. called The Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout. So we have all the links and all the info in the description below. Mwah. Bye.
Woohoo!
Cha-ching!
Money, money!